When it comes to debt collection, there are a lot of pressures on consumers, and because of those pressures to pay and to resolve these things quickly, consumers may not be necessarily aware of all the rights that they have when communicating with debt collection agencies, whether it's the company they owe or a third-party debt collection agency. So it's important that people remember that the rules are on their side, and the direction of the conversation is something that they can completely control. The one thing about the debt collection agencies is they're all governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, which is a set of rules that protects the consumer from abusive practices of debt collection agencies. So it's important for consumers to be very familiar with some of the main components of that. One of the main components of that, of course, is the fact that they can't make threats, specific threats of lawsuit, of going to jail, of anything like that. They can't do that. They can't use abusive language when they're collecting debt. And they can't call outside of certain hours. Before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m., your local calling time. So you have that window where they're calling you, where they're allowed to call you, but if they call you outside and that's your local time, if they call you outside of those hours, then they're in violation of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So it's important for consumers to know that those rules are in place to protect them. The other thing that's very important, it's a very good tactic for consumers to use, is don't wait for the phone to ring and the debt collection agency to call you. What you want to do is take control of the situation by giving them the honest details about where you are financially and what you are capable of committing to, and then make sure you're the one initiating the contact. Don't wait for them to call you or the phone to ring on your end. You pick up the phone, talk to them daily, talk to them weekly, keep them updated and apprised of your situation until you're able to either get caught up or get up to date, or to make some other types of arrangements. And when things get out of hand with the debt collectors and you know you're not able to resolve things in your current financial situation, it's always best to reach out for help. And getting help from a nonprofit credit counseling agency is very important in those situations, because a lot of times it may just be too much for the consumer to bear, especially when there are multiple collection agencies calling, at different hours of the day over and over again, and you need somebody to kind of come in and take a look at it from a different perspective.